Hey Jake's family, it's Nick again. I'm gonna give you guys a little information about Mr. Daniel Olson, owner of Maple Row Sugar House, which is where we source our maple syrup from. If many of you have been to the farm, you have seen his operation just down the road from us. So we will meet him shortly.
So am I supposed to look at you?
So I'm here with Daniel, owner of Maple Row Sugar House. All right, Daniel, explain what you're doing out here.
So we make maple syrup, and we're in the woods right now collecting sap to haul back to the sugar house to make maple syrup.
And the taps are right behind you here.
Yep. So starting in the springtime, usually right around the end of January, first part of February, we start working in the woods every day, putting taps in, getting the lines picked up, cutting trees off of the lines, getting ready for when the sap starts running, when the weather starts becoming thawing during the day and freezing at night.
Okay. And you're only tapping maple trees, right?
Correct. So we have in this woods, 99% of this woods is all sugar maples or hard maples. And then there is a few red maple trees in here also. They all produce the same end product. It's just a different variety of a tree.
Gotcha. So what made you decide to start making maple syrup?
Well, we started making syrup just on the trees in our front yard, just as a thing to do as a family. And it went from making 5 gallons the first year to now we're packaging almost 10,000 gallons of syrup a year. And we sell all of it in the biggest container we sell it in is a gallon.
That's a lot of pancakes.
It's a lot of pancakes.
What is the difference between real maple syrup and the fake stuff?
So the fake stuff is high fructose corn syrup with a maple flavoring added to it. There is nothing in that we are making here that goes into the fake stuff. So real maple syrup, pure maple syrup is only the product that come out of the trees. So we collect the sap out of the woods, we remove the water from it, and we're left with just sugar with a little bit of water, and that's maple syrup. So there's nothing in a container of pure maple syrup but what come out of the woods.
How many gallons of sap out of this tree will make 1 gallon of syrup?
So right now it's taking about 52 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup. And on a big day, which is 20 degrees at night, 50 degrees, windy, and a little bit of rain during the day, which is that's the perfect weather to collect a lot of sap. We can collect 3 gallons of sap per tap in a 24-hour time period.
Now, how much will, I guess all trees are different in size, but will bigger trees produce more, smaller trees, or does it pretty much stay the same?
So the bigger the tree, the more taps that we put in it. So the most that we'll have in a tree is 4 taps. A small tree, about 8 inches in diameter, we'll put 1 tap in it. So every tap will yield us somewhere between a quart and a half gallon of finished product a season, depending upon the weather and the sugar content of the sap.
Now, your seasons can go from just a couple days to a couple weeks, or what's an ideal season?
The shortest season that we've had so far was probably 2013, somewhere around there. We had 10 days, and that was it. And it was pretty much the sap ran for 10 days straight, and that was it. And then 2 years ago, we were making syrup the 26th of January, and I think we finally made our last barrel like the 1st of April. So it could be anywhere in between, and we can't control that at all. That's all weather.
Sure. So it's quite a variable.
Yes.
All right. Well, is there anything, I guess, how can other people find your product?
So right now, Our product is sold a lot in grocery stores around this area. We have a website. We also have a store set up at the shop. Jake's Country Meats also has our product. We have syrup year-round, and we do not run out. That is one thing that makes us different than most people locally, is we always have the syrup available, the honey available, the hot maple hot sauce available. It's always available year-round, and we don't run out.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time, and we'll let you get back to collecting sap.
All right. Thanks for the interview.